Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. There's a war brewing. In fact, the war has been going on for quite some time. It is a war between good and evil, righteous and evil. For many years, in a democracy, you found a way to compromise where you did not have to go to either extremes. As we can see, evil has perpetuated itself amongst the people, amongst the lands, and in many places we can see it rising its ugly head in an attempt to take over. In other words, what is left today is to go either straight to hell, led by evil, and its control over the population by the fear and the threat of death. That's the game plan. Its opposite is righteous. Righteous knowing who you are, that you are not subordinate to anyone, and that you are connected with the power that's invisible, that is responsible for your being here, and has protected you in all things. And if that power finds that it is essentially necessary that you, my friends, get a chance to kill us, then that's your job. What I'm actually saying, ladies and gentlemen, is this, is that all human beings on the face of the earth have one thing that is a power that people keep you from knowing, and that's the power of death, your own death. You can control everything. Why? Because you are an individual, and you are led by a power that you can't see, but the power that causes you to do the things that you do is a power of love, because what your fruits are loving. What I mean by loving is that it is a positive thing that works for anyone that can benefit from it, but it harms no one at all. And if you're talking about government, you're talking about policies that are designed by the people, that feel needs and desires of people, people oriented. And it is designed that it is available to whomever might have a need or want or desire to access it as they desire it. This thing is, if one want to take away all of your rights, want to take away everything that you thought gave you some measure of freedom until you die, and now want to force you through whatever means necessary to the point that they will just kill you, actually kill you, bomb you, your babies, your anything, just let you know that they are boss. Why? Because you have given them the authority that you are afraid to die, you don't want to die, and they know that if they kill enough of you, somebody's going to shut up. You see, this is nothing new. Nations have always had men, madmen, men filled with evil hearts, and stood up. You would think that if any madman wanted to annihilate a population, you would think that everyone in that population would be headed toward that man. In other words, that man should be what? Everybody out to get him. Why? Because of his policies. Those policies of lack of compassion, policies of not caring, policies of wanting to kill you. I mean, you would think that there is not enough of protection that can be got for a man that's trying to kill everybody. But for some strange reason, people say no, they don't do that. What the power of love says is this: you come on this earth and you live. You got a contribution that you give in the process of living, and it is beautiful, and life is beautiful. There's no lying and cheating and stealing and killing. There's no need for that. there's peace and prosperity and freedom and joy. Your dreams come true. And it involves all the people involved in life. And the results of all that is people being involved in life. This is the alternative. You got what happened January 6th, and you got what is continuously happening. You got see what's happening in Washington today. The same old kind of stuff. Nobody there, at least the media that I hear, basically, is talking about getting even and more dirt, more evil, more shining stuff to show you that evil is trying to force to scare you. And I want you to know that you got a God, and I'm talking about your God. Well, I can't tell you what your God is, but I do know that there's a God that's available to you that would eliminate your fear, that will give you the authority to be proud, to know that you are shining like a wonderful star to all of the darkness that's trying to control and manipulate you and deny love. You heard it said that the generations of the fathers and sons, this thing that I heard somebody describe it one time as though what the father did could come down on the son. And somebody said, oh no, that will never happen, what the father did. That the father was supposed, we just using this as an analogy. If the father was supposed to be punished, the father got punished. If the father didn't get punished, then the son had nothing to do with that. But that made an easy way to get out of it, didn't it? But if your father was a slave, and a bona fide slave, meaning he had no God outside of the one that was whipping him, then the son is going to be just like that, accepting that as a way of life. That's true. So what we have today is a way of life that is established in America that people have gone through, we've gone through all our lives. And now in our little dark corners, in our little shadow places where we've been living at and doing our own little thing, now it's coming to light. All of it rising to the top. And it's got forces that's calling for it. Forces saying, whatever, here we are. One is trying to take you to I don't want to look like when I say to take you to hell, it looks like I'm just trying to slap you real hard. I am. But what I really want to say is it's causing you to do evil, causing you to cause pain and suffering to others for your own benefit. That's what I'm saying about the one that's trying to take you over to the hell. That's what I'm saying. The other is not only not doing that, but trying to show you a path whereby what you think you were getting over there and causing pain and suffering, you can get over here not causing pain and suffering anywhere. That's the difference. That's the way of love. And what I'm asking the people to do is not join on with all this ugliness. Join with an understanding that by your power, we're going to change America, and by doing America, we have a possibility of changing the world. I'm not saying we're going to change the world, but we have a possibility. But first, we got to change America. And before we let America go to hell by causing pain and suffering to so many just to feed their own bellies, we're going to switch the thing around and let that power, that invisible God, live in us that allows us to stand up and do the right thing. And stand up for the right thing. And what is the right thing? The right thing is that which works for us all. That's the right thing. And so think about that. Contemplate that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get afraid because of the wars going on. Good, evil, righteous, evil. No. Be glad that you are here in this time and you get a chance to shine.